Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Van Horn and this is the first lesson recording for week 5 of IM1 distance learning. I am going to start with the announcements. So the announcements that were made today. There is a mastery skills quiz number 5 on multiplying polynomials using area model. So for example of that would be like problems like 3x minus 7 times 2x plus 3. You remember putting it into the box, then multiplying it out, and then combining like terms, and then coming up with the answers like this. Or I might be asking a problem that might look like this, multiplying two binomial, or a binomial that has 2 terms to trinomial because it has 3 terms. It's pretty much same idea. You use the box and figure out what the answer is. And the quiz is going to be on Wednesday. That's 13th of May, and that's at 1 p.m. The announcements have been sent out a while ago. And if you're interested, you are supposed to contact me so that we can set it up. Okay. So period 6, I hope you got the message. And if you missed it, but you're still interested, contact me. Okay, what else? The quiz this week is going to be on distance formula. That's pretty much your homework that you did, as well as the warm-up problems that we're doing today. And then quiz next week is on solving absolute value equations. This is from today's lesson. Okay, so what we started off doing was we did some warm-up problems. So please pause the video right now. These are the warm-up problems. You're going to try them yourself. And I am going to go through the answers in a minute. So at this point, you should pause the video and try this problem yourself. Okay, I am going to get started on the answer. So it says to find the distance between each pair of points using Pythagorean theorem. Exact radical answer if needed. Okay, so that means we do not use the calculator. If it's a radical, if it can be simplified, we want to simplify it. That's what it means. So looking at this, we are looking for this distance. Let's call this D for distance. And how do we figure out the distance? Well, we can create a Pythagorean or right angle triangle and then use Pythagorean theorem. So in this case, there's my right angle triangle. So I know that the height is 2 units because there are 2, and the base is 3 units. Okay, so that means that distance squared using the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared is c squared. So distance squared is 2 squared plus 3 squared. Or if I was to take a square root of both sides, I could say distance, because the square root and square cancels each other out, is square root of 2 squared. What's 2 squared? 2 times 2 is 4, plus, what's 3 squared? That's 3 times 3, so that's 9, and that is square root of 13. Okay, and so distance is square root of 13. Now at this point, you should be asking yourself, now can I simplify this radical anymore? Is 13 a multiple of 1, 4, 9, or any of the other perfect squares? No, it's not. Okay, so therefore this is as simple as we can get, and we need to write the units. If there are no inches or meters, because we're talking about length, you write units. Okay, then let's move on to the next problem. Again, we are going to create a Pythagorean, or use Pythagorean theorem by creating a right angle triangle. And again, d squared is, what is this height? This is 2 again. Plus, what is the base? That's 4 units. Because this is 4 units here, and up here is 2 units. And so then I can say that is 2 squared is 4, plus 4 squared is 4 times 4 is 16. So distance squared is 4 plus 16, which is, what's 4 plus 16? That's 20. So distance squared is 20. So you could have taken a square root over here, or you could take a square root right now. Square root of both sides, and what happens? The square and square root sign, they cancel each other out, and you're left with distance is equal to square root of 20. Now square root of 20, what do we know about square root of 20? Can I factor this to have a factor of perfect square? Remember perfect squares. So perfect squares are like numbers like 1 squared. What's 1 squared? That's 1. What's 2 squared? That's 2 times 2 is 4. What's 3 squared? That's 3 times 3, that's 9. What's 4 times 4? 16. What's 5 times 5? 25. And then 36 and 49 and so on. These are perfect squares. Is this 20 divisible by any of these numbers evenly? That means with a whole number. Yes, I see that 4 times 5 is 20, so I can separate that as square root of 4 times square root of 5. And what's square root of 4? That's just 2. So that leaves us with 2 root 5. So distance is 2 root 5 units. And that's my answer. Okay. Now this time we are given 2 points. We're told not to graph, but you're using the distance formula. What is the distance formula? That is the one that looks like this. Distance is square root of x2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Okay, so if you did your homework, this should be something you're very familiar with, and we also covered this before the school closure. Now we can say that we are given 2 points, so I can call this one x1, second one y1, and the second point x2 and y2 here. And then distance is square root of x2 minus x1. x2 is negative 1 minus 6 and all squared. Do use the parentheses because order of operation is very, very important. Plus, what's y2? That's 5. And then y1 is 2 all squared. Okay, so then let's simplify. What's negative 1 minus 6? Oh, that's negative 7 all squared. Plus, what's 5 minus 2? That's just 3. And still take a square root. Make sure you carry everything from one line to the next line. Do not lose any part unless you've applied it. Okay? Then, what is negative 7 squared? That just means negative 7 times negative 7. So that's going to be 49. It's positive 49. It's not negative 49. Plus 3 squared is 9. So that leaves us with 58. And square root of 58. And is this square root of 58? Is 58 divisible by 1, 4, 9, 16, or any of these numbers? No, it's not. Okay, so that means this is as simplified as we can get. So I can just write this as my answer. And here we go. Okay, and then finally, same process. We have x1, y1, x2, y2. I label this so that you don't get them confused. So then distance is really x2, which is 5, minus 2, all squared, plus, notice that this is plus, negative 3, minus 6, all squared. And I'm even going to put parentheses here so that I do not lose my negative sign. Because if I lose that, you're going to come up with a completely different answer. So we don't want to do that. So avoid doing that by putting in parentheses. Then you're not going to make that mistake. Then at this point, because I see negative, negative, I can change this to positive, positive. And this becomes 5 minus 2 is 3, all squared, plus, what's negative 3 plus 6? That's also 3. and take a square root of that. So 3 squared is 9 plus 9, and which is square root of 18. Now again, I need to be asking myself before I just say, oh, that's my answer. Is this number divisible by the perfect square, any of the perfect square? Is it divisible by 4? No. What about 9? Yes, it's 2 times 9 is 18. So that I can break this as 9, square root of 9 times square root of 2, which is, what's square root of 9? That's just 3. And that's 3 without the square root sign because you've applied it. Once you apply it and got different answer because you applied it, you don't write it again. And so it's going to be 3 root 2. And again, this is going to be length, so I need the units. Make sure you remember all these details. Great. That's it all for right now. And you can continue watching the second and third video